everybody here in here. Been a busy day. Alright. And yes, I am streaming now, Clifford. I saw that message in Discord. Just gotta wait on this to load up. Let's see. Lot of work. Run! Hide! Man, I wish I could make this work a little bit later, but eh. Oh, down we go. Ain't gonna get done any faster. Hello, Clifford. I know it's been late. By the way, tomorrow I work, so fun. I'll try to be off around 5, 6 o'clock, so we can actually do something. I want to get all of this built. No, I think when it comes down to it, we need to probably get Yads involved. Because he'd probably be able to build this a lot faster than I can. Or at least that close to. Why is it every time I turn around that another 100 days has passed? Who's burning 100 days at a time? Stories. What's been going on? Okay. Day 1000. You know what? As long as I don't miss day 10,000, I'm happy. I'm already probably being told no promises. You know, if you ask me, I'd rather have copper golems place blocks than move them through chests. If only we could have a... You know what? Better yet, let's get a tameable Enderman. Quite literally, we can put a block down, configure it to a certain pattern, and it automatically places blocks for us. I'm just throwing ideas out. I mean, we've already got a rideable gas. Next logical leap in progression would probably be a tameable Enderman. I mean, what you think? If we're making remakes of mobs, yeah, the Moo Bloom. I don't think there was another mob vote loser. I don't recall one. Especially not one dealing with ice. Yeah, I'm not going to stop hating on that creature. Are you able to sleep? I don't know how that happened. And I ain't got fireworks. In game. Honestly, this place is going to look so much nicer once I get everything set up. I mean, I do have an idea of what I want to do with that area over there. But I need a little bit more time to actually get the blocks together. I need time to get everything situated. I know I'm going to need a lot of stone. I know I'm going to need a lot. Trust me, when I'm done with that, people will immediately be able to tell me exactly what it is. If you don't know what it is, you didn't play DS much. I just wish I had a little bit of help getting this done. Although this is just a pain in the rear to get done. Y'all are making me do all this. See, they're making me do all this work just so we can have food on this film. I mean, seriously, who told them that I have no job? And a bunch of spare time. Yes, I know about that meme too. Could be worse. At least I'm not hiding diamonds. Oh. Only finds 38 diamonds in a matter of a weekend. Yeah, like that's believable. You're spending 28 hours on a world that has 24/7 access for 3 days? Yeah, I would expect more along the lines of what he found. If not even more. I don't even believe the number he found. I honestly think that he was still found light. Or have you seen that meme, that short? If I spend the whole weekend mining diamonds, I'm not coming out with less than a couple stacks. Well, less than a couple hundred stacks. Because the first thing I'm gonna do is look at all the places that well, we've all seen Hermitcraft and all that. I'm gonna look in all the places that Grian would never look. Meaning the spots that the diamonds actually are. But that joke's been run into the ground. No, I think the only reason they're making me do this alone is because if I don't do it alone, I have a tendency to log off for a few days, and they'll be stuck with most of the work. Wait, is someone actually doing something? Huh? Okay, I stand corrected. Someone's actually taking care of some of it out of the way. Basically, I'm wanting to create a whole little... I want this slanted upwards eventually, and basically a jawline coming out of it. But that'll be made out of stone and all that. And I think everybody can probably figure out from that comment exactly what I'm planning on making. Because what was DS era and had a jawline? I knew I wasn't seeing things. Sometimes if I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me. I mean, this morning I completely went to the, I took the time out of my time to go to the auto body shop to get my door handle fixed. Just to find out my dad broke into my car last night and fixed the thing for me. I got it. It was a happy surprise. I needed my door handle fixed anyway. I had the part and everything. So it was either me and him were going to fix it or something was going to happen. And now I'm just going to be a little bit more attentive to the fact that my door handle has already been broken once. And the next passenger that breaks it is going to be paying me quite a hefty sum. Because I ain't playing no more. That thing cost $25 to fix, and I ain't got the $25 to fix it constantly. Or the fact that a lot of people tend to look down on me for having a busted door handle. So yeah, I wasn't too thrilled. But there are perks to it. I get to actually drive around people on the military base all the time. Which, yeah, I get to meet a lot of interesting people. And a lot of interesting troublemakers, too. Although some of their stories I just cannot say because they are not safe to say. No, I don't want to invade let their privacy be invalidated, so. Uh, uh, I meet a lot of interesting people, and a lot of people I really wish I'd never had any contact with. I've actually had someone hyped up on drugs try to enter my car, and they had a attack, pretty much an attack right as I got them to their location, all because they couldn't get food inside them fast enough. I've had someone throw a fit and try to say that the fact that I wasn't allowing them to eat in my car was discriminatory. I don't allow anyone to eat in my car. And the fact is, yes, I'm a driver. Here's the fun part. I've had one tell me, I will remember her. Oh, I remember her. 120 miles for $80. 10 out of 10. Will not drive her again. Are you kidding me? that being said, if you're in someone else's car on an app, I'm just gonna say straight up, you do not want the driver remembering you. Well, as vividly as I'm remembering all these details. Because 10 times out of 10, if that's the case, you are a bad ride. Because fun fact about human memory is it is prone to remember the worst experiences first. Think about it when you were growing up. Your parents probably protected you from it, but a lot of kids, well, they tried playing with electricity, touching a stove while it's hot. And after the first time, we learned not to do it again. We have that realization in our memory that when it comes down to it, pain, if something causes us pain or discomfort, we remember it. And it's human nature to remember it. Because it is a survival instinct. I mean, there are some things that we weren't going to remember something about that. But when the species was in its infancy, we pretty much learned by old Joe down the road took a bite of those berries and he passed away. Something might be wrong with them berries. Especially when they were noticing things that were going on frequently. That's pretty much how poisons were pretty much discovered, and we've stopped eating things. We would see if things were being eaten by other things, and we'd probably taste it. And eventually probably someone would keel over, and we would know better. And we would, not only that, we'd also teach... Wait, did he sleep? Oh, you beat me to it. And here I'm trying to sleep all this time. But yeah, fear and pain have taught have great effects on memory. That being said, discomfort is a mild form of pain, pretty much. And like I said, you don't want people remembering you on a ride app. And yet there are people who think that they're such the best people in the world that they will be remembered. As my mother would probably tell me, yeah, those are the people that are deserving of the "you are number one" sign. And I don't think we need to talk about that in particular. Those who know, know. Uh, yeah. But yeah, most of my, I would say a good 80% of my passengers, I would 10 out of 10 drive them again. The few that have given me problems, they won't ever be back in my car again, so why should I let it bother me? I just find it, I just find it funny that they give me such an interesting topic. And I'm not going to mention names, I'm not going to mention locations. But I did have something interesting happen to me in the last week. And I do, I thank my, I thanked my passenger profusely for catching the plate. But I've had a school district bus, well, not school, a bus per se, a maintenance van, it looked like, try to pull a double. Oh, you wouldn't believe how many people are just drive around stupidly. I mean, I've had one literally come up the intersection, onto the road I was on, while I'm in the left lane, now they're supposed to be merging into the right lane. Which one do you think that they actually merged into? The left lane? The right lane? Or... yeah. You would think that. You would hope that. Nah. They came flying in on my lane, which I was in the left lane. I had one car did do something similar today, and I just joked with my passenger saying, "Hey, look, I'm trained to recognize stupid." And yeah, they laughed. Because I hate to say it, you can't get much dumber than pulling right in front of someone. And another example today, I was a few towns over, like I said, same ride, and I happened to catch 2 cases of stupid today. One of them decided he was going to, now I'm riding right lane. Up the road. And they decide they're going to happily pull out in front of me. And not a few feet further behind me on my left-hand side is an 18-wheeler. All I gotta say is, if the 18-wheeler would have been a few seconds in front of me, I was going to laugh my butt off. Yes, the car would have likely not survived, but I was going to laugh. Because like I said, stupidity knows no bounds. Why people get to drive stupid, I don't know. Oh, it's my turn. I mean, I know it's something I probably shouldn't be laughing at. But I honestly find it funny when stupidity meets life. I mean, it didn't happen today, but eventually someone's gonna be dumb enough to do it. I've actually seen where someone has went and you know the boxes that are used to change that have the house the computer systems for the light fixtures. I've seen where someone has actually taken their car and planted it perpendicular into the concrete slab supporting one of those. I kid you not. Stupidity knows no bounds. The fun fact is the city that happened in still hasn't cleaned up the mess. Oh. Oh. Because I still go by that road and I see where the debris was where they hit. I'm like, were they not paying attention or did something happen? This is why you don't text and drive. This is why you don't. And yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I do get annoyed with the, a little bit with the platform I'm on. Because nowadays, if the customer messages me, it's a text. I'm like, don't be texting me. I am driving. I would prefer not to wreck. No, the only pet peeve I have really about the military is we do get a lot of them that like to slam the doors. I mean, is it seriously as hard to, all it's asked really is that people just chill, relax, and, enjoy the cold air. Shoot, I keep my air conditioner down to 60 degrees. And only 'cause it won't go lower. Man, if only I could put my air conditioner about 30 degrees lower, I would be happy. With an air conditioner at 30 degrees. Everybody would be wearing a sweater in my... my car, and they'd probably be enjoying it in the middle of summer. That being said, my car does get to 90 in the winter, but I never put it that high. It's too hot. The area I was this past winter, I did get to drive in an interesting area. It's an area that rarely gets snow. It's always fun living in an area that rarely gets snow and seeing snow hit for the first time. And then you get a bunch of people that, hey, I can drive in snow! No, you can't! I've had plenty of experience in rainy conditions. Plus, there's that time I lived in New York for a while. Let's see. Do I know how to drive in snow? The one thing I'm thankful for is that day, at least a good 90% of the population had the common decency to stay indoors. Now, the one thing I would say if you're driving in snow, do not step on the brakes! Not unless you like your tail end in front of you. Yeah, while it may not happen all the time, if you catch a patch of ice, you're going to catch a tailspin. Now, the worst part of driving in snow isn't the snow. It isn't the ice. It's the black ice. Or when you have ice that's nearly melted and it blends in with the road. Because then you'll be on a what you think is rock, only to find out, nope, not rock. That ain't rock. That is ice. My brother's always, when I did live up in New York, my brother did warn me about what black ice is. And he said straight up, if it's the one thing I ever learn, it's try to stay safe around black ice. And again, the one thing that I learned really up there is that snow sucks. Living in snow sucks. I mean, let me put it this way. If you ride out a hurricane, you might survive. You might die as well. But if you survive, the worst you're going to have to deal with is maybe 2 weeks without internet, electricity, about a week without baths. Unless you know someone who has access to the fire hydrants. What I've been told. But yeah, overall, riding out a hurricane, or coming back to a hurricane, isn't that bad. The literal worst thing you can have happen to you is you lose your house. Now, take a snowstorm. Your house gets covered. You get put out of work for a little while. Get put out of work for a little while on the other hand as well, but besides the point. Well, you get put out of work for a little while unless you're working at a unless you're working, of course, at a Waffle House. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the low-hanging fruit there. But yeah, in a snowstorm, almost nobody's going to be able to work. Except for road cleaning crew. Seems like we're breaking this into parts now. That makes it more manageable. But yeah, snow, it's hell. You go out in it, you pretty much get trapped. If it's high enough, you get trapped. If it's heavy enough, it crushes you. And snow seems like it comes out of nowhere. I think, from what I've understood about it, it comes without warning. At least that's the way it felt. Then again, my brother seemed to know about it, so it might not have been without warning. All I do remember is, the snow, everything you do matters. Snow is quite literally a form of hell that I do not prefer to live in again. I said, I'll take a hurricane or snow any day. Even if it means another Katrina. Shoot. We get another Katrina, and well, I can tell you this. Just means in 4 years, Saints will win the Super Bowl again. Yeah, Uncle Manny. Yeah, I saw it. Wasn't too thrilled about it. Yeah, it was my first experience into the rigged world of football. And honestly, the way Clifford's got these areas separated makes it a lot easier to get things done. Instead of one large task, it feels more like several small tasks. Which is a good way to break things up. I wonder actually how much dirt he actually has at the moment. Because I know I'm running low on dirt. Surely he's got to be running out of dirt by now. Unless he knows something I don't. On the duplication side. Here, have more dirt. Get back to work. Where's it at? I heard alpaca. Lemon, 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 lemon. How many blocks have I placed so far this stream? Done, lost count. Your turn to sleep. You know, I have thought about clearing a chunk all the way down to Bedrock and then rebuilding it using the blocks that I have. Meaning, if I find dirt, I use dirt. If I find cobble, I use cobble. Find ore, it stays with me. If I don't say anything, I might be able to sneak out of here. That's all done. Technically, I could just take to the air. Let's see if there's a raid target. I'm getting sleepy. No, it's not been long, but we did make good progress. Gotta figure out a way to get all that done. You know what? He's reading a book. Or better yet, let's go here. They're playing Iron Mario. Aaron W. Gaming signing out.